Well, it's going to be a little on the hot side later this afternoon as well. We've got, it's kind of looking similar today. Sunshine this morning. There's some haze on the horizon. I think later this afternoon you'll see that fade away, but you're going to notice that this morning. Don't think it's an air quality issue, but you're going to notice some haze at times for the first half of the day. Temperatures warming up, but it's a nice mild morning. Got upper 60s around Nowata, Independence, Kansas, Miami, low 70s, Claremore, Pryor, Sand Springs, Pawnee, low 70s once you get down into southeastern Oklahoma, Eufaula, and Salsa and Stigler. It'll be a fast warm-up today. Winds, once again, remaining very light. So if you have outdoor plans, don't plan on the wind helping cool you off very much. We'll be climbing into the 80s by late morning, mid-80s at lunchtime, making a run at about 91 for our high here in Tulsa this afternoon. So a little toasty for the second half of the day. Once again, very high UV index, so put on the sunscreen early and often. Highs, a mixture of upper 80s and low 90s across eastern Oklahoma. So again, much quieter this morning, really throughout the primarily for pretty much all the daylight hours. It's going to be pretty quiet from a thunderstorm standpoint for a change. But this evening, significant severe weather threats ramping up across western and central Oklahoma, and later tonight after sunset when severe storm threats ramp up here in eastern Oklahoma. So this is the storm zone, kind of the scale here. We talk about the severe weather risks. You can see going from green, yellow, orange to red. Notice how that ramps up the further west you go, because we do expect the more significant issues to be in western Oklahoma first. Now, this is kind of breaking down all the specific threats. A lot of colors to look at here. Basically, we're kind of seeing that bullseye. We talk about the potential for extremely large hail with these storms this afternoon and this evening in western Oklahoma. We should see hail sizes diminish somewhat later tonight as storms make it to our side of the state, but there'll be a hail risk. As far as tornado risks, once again, western Oklahoma, kind of that same bullseye area is where the first few hours when storms form and they're more supercellular, there will be a tornado threat in western and northwestern Oklahoma, and then that threat should also diminish some as we head into eastern Oklahoma later tonight. But initially, as those storms make it to our western counties, Pawnee County, Creek County, Okfuskee County, Pittsburgh County, we're going to have to keep a close eye on, because some of those storms could still have some rotation with them. The further we head into the night, the more they'll lose those characteristics. But damaging wind threats are probably going to be the biggest issue for us in eastern Oklahoma tonight. It looks like those storms will likely continue to have a damaging wind risk through the night as they barrel through eastern Oklahoma. So that's really, I think, what we're going to be keeping a pretty close eye on for those late night hours. Now, here's how that all pans out on Future View. Not a lot during the day. We could have some early showers during, closer to sunset, but then 9, 10 o'clock tonight, storms in our western counties marching quickly to the east. Now, there's a chance that they really could start to diminish as they make it to our side of the state. We're not just totally banking on that, because more than likely we're still going to have some pretty organized severe weather moving through. But then after about 1 to 2 o'clock tomorrow morning, that'll move off to the east. We may have some additional redevelopment during the morning hours of our Friday as well, and then we should wind that back down again Friday afternoon. So the long and short of it is, later tonight, be weather aware, have your phone alerts ready to go, your weather radio ready to go, things that will wake you up in the late night hours as severe weather warnings are issued. Friday, again, we should be mostly calming down during the afternoon hours. Saturday, kind of like today, we'll start off relatively calm, and then Saturday night, another round of strong to severe storms moves through. After that, it looks like the storm chances are dwindling a little more with the heat early next week.